Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sending this video just to give some details about class. So it will work like a trial. Yes, it's a trial to the Emperor Napoleon, uh, based on what you have researched, what you have seen, what you have consulted in the movies, in the different materials we have worked with. So, as a conclusion, did he betray the French Revolution or not? He gave you some topics. You have to research. You have been looking for. So you have to establish, uh, the prosecution wants to establish that he was an underminer, or even destroyed the ideals of the French Revolution, while the defense will argue that he was a revolutionary and a reformer in each of the 8 topics. So for each intervention planned, teams are given 1 minute 30 seconds. All of the team. During the time, any member of that party may intervene. So as you are given the word, you have 1 minute 30 seconds. Any member of the team can intervene, can complete the other. If one member finishes and sits down, then another one can just stand up and continue to complete the part mentioned by his classmate until the time runs out. We will work in the order of the specific topics that I gave you, the 8 topics. From topics 1 to 4, prosecution will be the first one to argue its point, to make its accusation. Then defense will respond, and finally prosecution will conclude on that topic. It is something very fast, very quick, just establishing some argument. So we take topic 1. The prosecution has 1 minute 30 seconds to establish their position. Then the defense will respond, 1 minute 30 seconds, and then the prosecution will conclude, establishing what is their view of that matter. In topics 5 through 8, the defense will begin, so it's the opposite. Then the prosecution will respond, and finally defense will conclude with its opinion. So we'll go to topics 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, times will be controlled by the judges who will be presiding the activity. Very important, all students are expected to actively participate and stay in topic. If we are talking about the topic of women or religion or the Napoleonic Code, Napoleon Code, or the laws, education, different things, or propaganda and the persecution of political opponents, then you have to keep on that topic. Okay, you have to keep on that topic during the time it is being debated. You cannot bring in other topics unless, well, they have a direct relation that proves your point, your argument. So all students are expected to participate. Students that did not research well will not receive a very good grade in this assignment. As well, if there are students that are distracting, that are doing something different, they will be taken outside. They will be asked to leave the classroom. So you need to have a strong background to what you have been researching. It's a teamwork. So you have a team, so use it, get support from it to defend your point. Very important, respect. Okay, whenever you pose your arguments, you are talking about ideas. You are not talking or criticizing the people right in front of you. Okay, and finally, argumentation. Establish what is. Try to build your idea around. Try to build your argument around a main idea, and then support it with many ideas that give it background, that give it support. Okay, so it's very important that you work like that. Okay, and finally, attitude is very important. Okay, attitude is really important. Please don't want to see this attitude in the classroom. It's an important activity to conclude all these discussions we have been having, all these materials we have been reviewing, in order to move on to understand what happens in Europe and the world after this stage. Okay? Well, I hope you have a very good discussion.